I'll put people in timeout for different lengths, ranging from 10 seconds to 24 hours. 24 hours in timeout? Who would put someone in timeout for 24 hours? Well, it's more like a band. But I like it. I get it. I like it. I get it. Thank you, YouTube, for letting me know that it's been a while since I went live. So hopefully we get some people in here because we got some things to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have some guided discussion here on the YouTube channel today. Absolutely, yes, indeed. Right? Ain't no sense of posting a video. Why not go live so everyone can come in here and tell me how they feel? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and put in our little passcode. Check some emails real quick until we get some people up in here. Who's in the chat? Somebody, if y'all in the chat, holla at me. Holla at me, make sure I got people, I know I got people on up in here. Oh man, it's been a while since we've been real. Let's see what we got. Tomorrow. Ooh, we got people up in here. Jason, Brandon, Productions by Visionary. What's going on? Let's talk. Let's talk about something, ladies and gentlemen. Further, I'm gonna keep the video up to set away when people can't catch the live, they can still come back and they can still, come back and get you some information, right? So we're gonna talk about that real quick. Someone asked, does speeding tickets get you negative counseling? Speeding tickets? I never gave a Marine negative counseling for getting a speeding ticket. Now, if they got a speeding ticket and didn't tell nobody, then that's a different story. But, if you going a little bit over the speed limit and, you owned up to your mistake, hey, that's my bad, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, and you tell me about it up front, I'll let you slide. That's cool. Let's make sure you pay that motherfucker. Happy belated birthday. Absolutely. Happy belated birthday to all the Marines out there. Marine Corps birthday just passed. But let's go ahead and talk about something. Why are so many Americans unqualified for military service? And I got my coworker Pena back here. I'm sure Pena can vouch about what I'm about to say on this beautiful video. Why are they unfit for military service? Now we got to break down into three aspects. Okay. The first aspect is there's a lot of young Americans who are not patriotic anymore. Like the new generation isn't as patriotic as, let's say, the generation, the Y2J generation, year 2000 on, to at least like 2010. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be patriotic to, join the military, because you don't have to. However, being patriotic made up a huge percentage of individuals who's joining the military throughout, the early 2000s on. A huge percent. You hear everyone like 9/11 time. I joined the military because of 9/11. I joined the military because of 9/11. They didn't join for any other reason outside of they felt like the country needed their service around that time. So patriotic, that's in there. Okay. Another one, it's the physical aspect of it, whether or not they're overweight. America versus every other country in the world, Americans rank higher in terms of, obesity and being overweight versus every other country in the world. Americans is right number one, right on the top in regards to however many a percentage of our, citizens or, residents or whatever you want to call it, who are overweight. That has a huge issue because while, other military branches are kind of easing up in regards to that aspect, the Marine Corps, we're always going to be the same. We don't change. We don't lower our standards for nobody. So that's another reason as well. Another part of the physical is, mental illness has become a huge thing. And I don't feel like that's necessarily a problem. I feel like, if people have mental illness and stuff on their head and stuff on their mind, I feel like they should be able to come out and express those things, right? But it's rapid right now. Mental illness, is on the rise. Anxiety, depression, all of that stuff has been on a rise lately. You know what I mean? So that's another disqualifier. On top of that, We have new systems that will check for medical history. It will check individuals to see if they have anything wrong with them that could potentially, be an issue further down the line. Genesis, it's called Genesis. We have a lot of people who try to join the military who get disqualified because of their past medical history. Okay, that has a huge play in regards to, military recruitment numbers and things like that, that we can potentially get over it. But that has a huge issue, especially for the ones who want to join, but they can't. All right, y'all type in the chat so the way I know y'all with me. Everyone with me real quick before we get to the next one, because I'm about to go on a rant with the next one. But yeah, those two things, since they they implemented a system that could be able to pull medical history and things like that. Because before, the recruiters just had to go off the word of the people who came in here and sat down in the seat. They just have to go off their word because there was no way of actually proving whether or not people had issues, right? So there was really no way of proving anything, back in the day. Okay, now it is. So that's, that coming back to hurt us a little bit in regards to that. But the number one thing, oh my God, the number one thing I will probably say is the educational system. Penny, how you feel about the educational system, man? Number one.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
That's a whole different.
The educational system. Why is that a big deal? Now, I'm not saying Americans are getting dumber by any means. That's not what I'm saying. If anything, they're getting low-key smarter. But in regards to, book smarts and academics and all that stuff, they're not. They're getting more smarter. Like, how can I put this? Like, they're getting more street smarter. They can be able to, they know how to, use different platforms, and they know how to use the internet, social media, and all that stuff for potential gain, which is a good thing. But the textbook in a classroom, I can't speak for all states, but I can say here foremost here in like Los Angeles, like the California school system, right? It's getting to the point to where they're just, if you're in high school and you're failing, they're just pushing you along. They're pushing you along, right? Oh, you failed ninth grade? Hey, try to make it up next grade, in the 10th grade. We're going to promote you. Back in my day, when I went to school, I'm sure a lot of my old folks who's watching this stream, back in my day, whenever I went to school, if you didn't pass that grade, you were getting kept in that grade. There ain't no, automatic promotion. Go try to make it up in the 10th grade, the 11th grade, the 12th grade. No. Hell no. California out here, they got continuation schools. I ain't never heard of no damn continuation school in my life until I got to California. Never. Continuation school. I have never heard of that shit before, right? And it's not to knock them, because it's good for a lot of them because they get to make their grades up and everything like that. But I just feel like the stats show. Let me read some of these comments real quick. PDQ, another quarter, just damn lazy. I wouldn't even blame it off the lazy, because in my generation, we were lazy too. But we had a reason to get up and get off our ass and do that stuff, man. Like, that's fine. I'll take a lazy motherfucker any day. If you lazy, all I got to do is send you to recruit training. All I got to do is send you to Marine Corps boot camp, and that should have changed real quick, right? However, it's just simple stuff. And I get the notion a lot, like, oh, people fail the ASVAB test because they're not expecting the questions on the test. They're not expecting, questions, certain type of questions on the test. They may not know that off the top of their head, which is a valid argument. It's a valid point. However, there's a lot of people who take it and ace the test as well. So where we at within the standstill? Okay. It's just, I'm a recruiter. If anyone's going to give you guys numbers, I can give you guys numbers. All right. I will probably say, man, recently, I will probably say 2/3 of everyone who came into my office to get information about joining the Marines, 2/3 of those individuals failed practice tests here in the office. 2/3. Not even bullshitting, right? So we got to look at the issue here. Should they make the test easier, which they already try? Other branches are lowering their standards in regards to the overall, like the AFQT score that's required, along with like certain line scores. You got to hit the line scores as well. You got to A lot of people think that you can just get a certain like an 11 or something and join. You got to have the got to have the line scores to qualify for something, right? But the fact that other branches are lowering their entry level AFQT score, that's probably haven't been done in a very, very long time, drastically, at a drastic rate, right? I think a couple years ago, whenever I first joined, I think the Army and the Navy require you to have a 35. A 35. They required you to have a 35 or higher to be eligible to join the Army or the Navy. Now the Navy is accepting fucking 10s. 10s. It went from a 35. It went from you having to be able to score better than 35% of everyone who was taking that test to just you having to score better than 10% of the individuals who's taking that test. You guys with me? Like 23 people who's watching this. You guys vibing with me right here? You guys get where I'm coming from? What I'm talking about, right? And that's an issue, right? I try my best. Me personally. I can't speak for everyone else. I try my best to assist those, who may not be able to pass the test right now. I try my hardest to train them and to coach them and to tutor them up to get to where they need to be. But you got to give me something in return. I'm not just about to be wasting my time helping you out and you're not all in. You're not committed, right? You got to give me some energy. You give me some energy, I'll rock with you. I'll make sure you do this thing, right? Let me see. Do you think the recruiting crisis will ever get better or solve? It will if we stop talking about it. Got to stop talking about it. You guys ever heard that saying, things get better over time if you're not concerned about it? You guys ever heard that saying? If you're not concerned about it, things get better over time. Think about COVID, right? Ain't nobody been talking about COVID in recent years, but guess what? Everyone magically forgot about COVID. Oh, ain't nobody walking around with masks no more. Ain't nobody got 6 feet things up and everything, right? But people are still getting sick. We just got to stop talking about it. Is there any way to contact you about questions? You can DM me on Instagram. Who is that?
Picture.
Welcome aboard. Who the fuck is this? Is this? Hold on. Chat. Chat. Who?
Yeah, that's a new one. I told you. There's a change.
This is a fucking Hernandez?
Yeah.
Yep.
Give me some love, baby boy. What's up? Oh, yo. What the fuck? Dude. I'm sorry. I'm blown the fuck away right now. All right. This is one of my newest Marines right here. Okay. Where's your picture at, bro?
There you go.
Where's your picture? Oh, can I show the people?
Yeah.
All right. This is one of my newest Marines right here. This was him. Everyone, take a look. This was him. And look at this. No sus. But look at this goddamn sexy stallion of a Marine right here looking at me, man. God damn, I love it, man. Where's your picture? You forgot your picture?
I'm always forgetting something.
Man. The people say congratulations, man. Congratulations on becoming a Marine. I need my picture, though.
Yeah.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking amazing, bro. How was it?
Same thing as I said yesterday. Physically, it was a bit painful at the beginning.
Hey, they fucked you up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the whole thing, it was fun in its own way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn, your voice, it's coming back, right?
Little by little.
You sound like a fucking drill instructor, bro. God damn, man, that's good seeing you, man. I missed you yesterday. I wasn't here on my anniversary.
Yeah. They were letting me know.
Man. You made my day, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. You made my day. I was just going on a rant about, how people can't pass the ASVAB and all this stuff, and you came in here. God damn it, you look different, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was like that for about 2 years, so.
I swear, if I saw you outside, if I walked outside and you walked past me, I wouldn't even know who the fuck you were. I'm not even serious.
Last night I went to this taco place around where I live at.
Yeah.
Same thing. They almost didn't recognize me.
Really?
Yes.
You should have created a plank on them and shit. When they start talking the lingo that everyone knows, it would have been like, who is this? Let me see. Yeah, you can contact me on Instagram at @statssergeant_Pat, SSGT_Pat. If you got any questions, if any of y'all got any questions, hit me up. Man, my recruiter submitted my waiver today. How long does it take to get approved? It depends on what your waiver is for. All right. So what brings you by?
I was told to bring my orders.
Oh, you got one ready?
To try to get already. Yeah.
All right. Let me make a copy of it. All right. Let me see. Welcome back. Yeah. Y'all are freaking wild, man. That's freaking wild. Chaplain filed on agreement. What you guys think, man? Y'all think I'm bullshitting whenever I say, the educational system is effective 8 November. When are you supposed to report?
Tuesday.
God dang, you should have brought me these orders a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not possible, don't worry, man.
No, I can freaking roll it up. All right, it's Friday though. Ain't no one have to work to be able to get these and process it, so they're gonna have to do it first thing Monday morning. All right.
All right.
Okay. On the subject of DQs, I blame the people up top. Who's the people up top that you blame for DQs? Right? Don't get me wrong. Here you go. Yeah, I'll send that out. Don't get me wrong, okay? Yes, it's putting a huge hammer in the head in regards to recruit numbers and everything. But at the same time, there's a lot of people with issues that they didn't even know that they had, right? We had one kid get disqualified because he had diabetes, and apparently he never knew his entire life that he had diabetes, right? So,
The beat.
and we also had an individual who got disqualified because he was allergic to bees and all this other stuff. Never knew he was allergic to bees before because apparently he never got stung by a bee to even know. But I don't know how that works, but yeah, that's where we're at. Young folks just don't want to go to school these days. Why they can't pass the test? You telling me, man. It all starts in the classroom. Reading is fundamental. It's not like the test is based off of like college level stuff either. You know what I'm saying? The test is based off of 10th grade information. Is there a way to show them in an instructive way, like guide them throughout the grounds of the base while operations are being conducted? I don't even know what you're talking about. What do you mean? It's done in its unique way because you learn what they need in boot camp and then go to more schools after that. You shouldn't even need to take a test unless just do a physical. Okay, I hear what you're saying. But how will we know what people are good at? All right, if that's your logic, right, you're stating that, it shouldn't be an ASVAB test, which, okay, I can rock with you on that. How will we know what people are good at? For instance, right, if we need mechanics, if we need aviation, if we need aircraft mechanics, right? Those are $1 million aircraft that require some type of competency in regards to mechanics and auto shop and how to maneuver around an engine, right? The individuals must know so the way those aircraft don't magically fall out of the sky. So if we can't find people who know a lot about, and I get it, they can go to schools and learn all of that stuff, but that's different. That's completely different. You got to know the basics of understanding of how certain things work. And that's why, I won't necessarily agree with that. Now, the scoring could be a little bit different. Like, I feel like the scoring of the test or how they give you certain line scores and things like that can be a little bit different. But, we need smart people at the end of the day. We need smart people. We don't just, a lot of people think that we just need people. No, we need intelligent young individuals in the Marine Corps. That's why the Marine Corps will never lower its standards, right? And like, for instance, someone who can't even read. If there's no test involved, what if someone can't read? How will we know if they can't read or not? What if we give them a job like administration or something like that that requires them to know how to read, right? So I feel like the test is absolutely essential. Let me see. Yes, October. You check back in Tuesday, correct? To go to MCT? What's your MOS?
Uh,
My thing is, I'm not sure why they didn't give you REL right off the bat.
I
'Cause
was told it was aviation mechanic, but I forgot the digits.
you're supposed to check in on the 21st.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just give it to you right off the back, even if it was like 2 weeks, because we're about to head right into the holiday period, the Thanksgiving and everything like that. I'll submit these. I'll submit them today. They're not going to see it until Monday. They can still generate you orders and everything like that. And once they do, I'll let you know as soon as possible.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
But as of right now, ain't nothing I can do because no one is there. But yeah, man.
All right. Thanks, man.
For sure. For sure. Finally got your horror carpies. Where you going, bro? Tell me you going to Cali. Done. Hey, text me. That's my boy from high school, man. Give them a taste of what you expect for them to perform as recruits. Well, we do that. We have the pool program. The Marine Corps utilizes the pool program, while they're actually poolies and still in high school. We go on base and everything like that. You just made it seem like it was something else. Let me see what we got. Many high school graduates have to take remedial classes, even in college around here, because they didn't learn reading and math in high school. My point exactly. And they made the standard so low, right? I don't know if this is a worldwide thing. I don't know if it's a countrywide thing, but listen to what I'm about to say right now. For 4-year colleges and universities here in California, I'm not sure if it's the same for every other state, but for 4-year colleges and universities, the SAT or the ACT has been exempt until further notice. Meaning that if someone were to apply for, let's say, USC or UCLA, as long as they have a way to pay for college, they will probably get accepted. Or any of these 4-year universities like a UC Fullerton or like a university that's not on a scale of like D1, right? They don't have to take the SAT or the ACTs. So I completely understand with you. And they use the fact of COVID because a lot of these students here, they had to do school online during those, 2 years, they had to do school online. The majority of them didn't do too well. That's why a majority of them are going to like continuation schools and things like that. Not because they're not smart. It's because, a lot of them just didn't want to do the work, right? I recruit several individuals from continuation school, all of which are super fucking smart. They just there because they didn't do the work. Now the other 97% of them, yeah, they just don't know it. Done. Where you going, baby? Come on, man. Tell me, can we be reunited? Done. DeAndres, can we be reunited, please, for once? I ain't see you in since 2020? I ain't seen my boy in 3 years. That's crazy. Yeah, so some people are intelligent in their own way and taught themselves things based off of interest, but some are good test takers. Maybe there should be more attempts to take the test instead. Well, there are more to take the test, right? So, like the ASVAB or the PICAT, or the only test that you can only take once is the PICAT. That's like a V test that you can take, in an office, or you can take at home, or we don't let people take it at home because they can cheat, right? So we make them take it in the office to where we can monitor them and make sure that they're not cheating, You can take that test once. Let's just say you don't pass that test. You can always go and take the ASVAB anytime. But once you fail the ASVAB, you have to wait, 30 days in order for you to retake it again. If you fail it again, you have to wait an additional 30 days. And if you fail it for the third time, you have to wait 6 months, right? So I get what you're saying in regards to it. But the test is not that hard. That's the scary part about it. You know what I mean? You can do shitty in a section, right? Word knowledge, for instance. If you don't know any other words, you probably never heard these words before in your life. Okay, you can do terrible in one section. You could do halfway decent in all the other sections, so you would probably still pass the test. You know someone who got a 5 on the ASVAB? Yeah, that's blown out. That's blown out. My son went to community college and did electrical engineering prior to the ASVAB. He is an aviation electrician on the jets. So he went to community college to learn about electric. Okay, that's good because he actually went to school to probably learn some of those things, right? Well, let's just say we have like a high school who's still in high school right now, who has no bit of information in regards to anything because electronics, information, that's a section on the test as well. You got electrical systems, you got mechanical systems, you got auto shop and things like that. Those are all on the test. If you don't know any of that stuff, you're not going to qualify for any of the jobs within the military that requires you to have a certain amount of score in regards to those traits. And I get it because we have a lot of trades that allows people to work with their hands. But if you can't score well enough, it's kind of like, well, can you be able to form if we spend all this money on you to send you to those schools? So just for you to fail out, and then we got to reclass you, right? That's the purpose of like the line scores and things. But the Marine Corps has, lowered some of the line score requirements for certain MOSs this past fiscal year, right? So like we had a lot of jobs last year that required, higher line scores to be able to qualify. This year they lowered a lot of the scores that's required. All of the mechanics, like all of the mechanic jobs and things like that, hasn't changed. It's still the same. It's still the same. What job can you even get with a 10 in the Navy? I'm not sure. I have Navy recruiters next door to me, and they still can't even answer that question for me. So, hey, if you can get a job with a 10, that's freaking. Let me see. When is the next time you're going live for Shane the Visual? I'll probably hit him up. I don't know. It's been a while, though. It's definitely been a while. I am 32 years old, full spinal fusion. Will I still be recruitable for the Marines? You're 32 years old. You had a full spinal fusion. Nah. It's been great talking to y'all. I'm about to go. Give her a call back. And as always, I love y'all. Y'all take it easy. Until next time, it's your boy, and I'm out. Message me on Instagram as well if you guys have questions. SSGT_PATT. Take it easy.